Catherine Cooksey, Gallery Director at Studio Channel Islands Art Center at the Blackboard Gallery in Camarillo, California. I'm here with Bob Privitt, who is going to be our September 2016 show artist, one of them. His show is called In and Out of the Box, and here we have Bob Privitt in his studio, and he's going to talk to us a little bit about some of his pieces and tools that he uses.
Here I've got a simple little Ashton cigar box. I've put wheels on the bottom, and I've always been challenged by my art teachers in the past. Think outside the box. But I believe that there is such a thing as memory and myth and symbolic meaning to a lot of the things that we have around us. So I created this sculpture, which contradicts all of those art teachers who said, think outside the box. I'm saying that linear thinking, sequential thinking is perfectly all right. And then later, the creativity will come. In this case, I'm dealing with contrast and conflict. The instructions are, get back in the box. But if you look carefully inside, it says, out of the box.
Alright, so we're going to go to your tools, and if you can explain what they do and how you use them.
Well, here is my boom box, a very important piece of equipment. I listen to classic rock, and that energizes me and helps me to create some of the works that I do. Sitting on top of the kiln then is the boom box. This is the kiln that I use for creating the ceramic pieces that I use in my work. I bisque fire them and then later on glaze fire them, so it's a two-step process. Next to it is my arc welder, which is, I'm able to use this machine in order to weld thick, heavy pieces of metal together. And then if I want to weld small pieces, thin pieces together, I use my oxyacetylene rig, which uses oxygen and acetylene to create a flame, which then enables me to join two thin pieces of metal together. Next to that is my drill press, where I drill holes, and then I use my tap and die set to create a threaded place for a bolt. And down here, down below, is my vise. Actually, I have several vices, but that's the one that I use most frequently. Next to the drill press is my bandsaw. The bandsaw I use to cut thin pieces of wood, and then I will use those pieces of wood in various applications in my sculptures. Here's a sculpture that I created for this show. If you look down at the bottom, that base was actually originally a non-stick skillet for frying bacon, especially for frying bacon. I took the handle off, drilled a hole in the center, threaded it, tapped and threaded it, so that I was able then to place this tube, which someone gave to, a metal tube, and then it rides up to this wooden base, which was actually a maple school desk. You can see the little place where the pencil used to fit right there. Then these items here are actually valves from a commercial or industrial water heater, and they support this box. The box was originally a box that would hold plastic album covers and would slot in there. I took all of that out. On the cover, on the front of it, with this lid, I installed behind the glass a skull from an archaeological dig, and it appears that someone would think, well, that's a victim of some terrible tragedy, or it's merely an archaeologist who has found this and is discovering the people that we came from. If you open the door, Then inside there is a target. It's a very abstract target. And then inside the box itself there is a toy cap pistol. And it is firing above the head of a ceramic face that I had gold leafed. And then if you turn and look at the back of the piece, the pistol is firing over the man's head, and it comes out, and you can see that the silencer is a container for coral tree seeds. Now, are those seeds symbolically, are those seeds drops of blood, or are they symbols for renewal and regeneration, rebirth? And then up above all of this, there are some ducks all in a row with a child's doll hand rising up out of it, reaching up to the sky. Now, I want to say a little bit about this sculpture. These are not actually ducks. The title of the sculpture is Ducks in a Row Shooting Station, but they're not actually ducks. I think they're geese. I couldn't find any ducks, but I found these geese, and I thought, well, they can work. Once again, there's a contrast and a conflict between what is said to you and what the reality is.
Thank you, Bob, for letting us come into your studio and showing us your piece. Before we go, how long did this take you?
Well, people often ask that question, how long did it take? And I'm not really able to talk about that because each thing that I do requires a certain technical operation. For instance, the base, it required that I take off the handle and slightly grind down the edge there to drill and tap and so forth. But invariably, all of the work that I have done has taken me all my life. And in this case, this one took 78 years. So this took a long time.
If you would like to see the show, we are opening September 3rd from 4 to 6. We are also having an artist talk with Bob Privitt September 17th at 1:30. So please make sure that you attend, and we look forward to seeing you.